So I saw this and I couldn't help it. It's so ridiculous. It really is. And it's not going to cause the sort of reaction that they think. Now, I wish this was the same person, but there's another barber, who had made their rounds on the interwebs, for doing things. Now this is the real one, and then it's a kind of a real thing and a parody. But keep in mind, this woman is the real one. The guy you see is the parody of it. So these are the ones you want to look at.
Touching? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, if I touch you.
Go right ahead.
Before we get started, do you mind if I touch you?
How else are you gonna cut my fucking hair?
Do you mind if I touch you? Are you serious, bro? Just cut my hair.
Was it cool if I touch you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
It's usually just customary that I ask the person before I touch them.
Just cut it, cuz.
And what were your pronouns?
She, they.
She, they too.
Yay!
Look at us, we're twins.
He, him.
She, her.
And what are your pronouns?
Are you fucking serious, bro? Just cut my hair.
What are your pronouns? They, them. She, they. I'm glad we exchanged those.
Yes.
And what are your pronouns?
Listen, bro, I don't do that shit.
Bro, don't fucking touch me. I'm out of here. Fuck off.
But yeah, you have the barber who is one asking pronouns, which whatever. They're clearly a liberal barber, and only people who are like them are gonna go see them. And two, they're asking, is it okay if I touch you? Now, I get that people have triggers and all that, but if you're willingly going to a barber, you know that they're going to touch you. How the fuck do you expect them to cut your hair? Let me guess. Going a little Cyclops, it'll right across, like, you're sitting there like this, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm cutting your hair. Like, how do you expect them to cut your hair if they don't fucking touch you? This is the most asinine fucking, like, of all fucking timelines we end up in a timeline where you have a barber asking people, is it okay if I touch you? And I would ask them, well, it depends. How do you plan on touching me? Because I like to have dinner first, before the fun starts. But then we have this. Again, this is not going to have the effect that these people think it's going to have. So liberals trying to trigger MAGA with their haircuts. I specialize in haircuts that trigger MAGA snowflakes. Obviously, music. Again, this is not going to do what they think it's going to do. So, one, it's just proving once again that liberalism is a mental disorder. They're going out of their way to look this way to trigger what they consider MAGA. But of course, everyone who doesn't agree with them is MAGA. So, second, proves once again that these people are in fact the cult. The ones who sit there and accuse you of being in a cult. When these people are the ones saying, "Oh, it's okay to go no contact with your family and to distance yourself from people you love," and they all basically have a brand, a style that they all try to conform to, you're in the cult. Third, if you're going out of your way to do this, it just shows you're a nasty, disgusting, vile fucking cunt, and we don't want to know you anyway. And if we see you on the street, this is what's going to happen. You're walking down the street and you see this coming up and you're like, and you go on your merry way. You're not going to be sitting there and be like, oh my God, you fucking liberal. No, you're going to see this. You're going to see this person and you're going to like, I see it all the time. If I'm out and about, I'm in the store or whatever, and I don't get triggered. I just kind of chuckle to myself because it's fucking hilarious. So you're just making it easier to identify. again, it's just proving once again that liberalism is a fucking mental disorder. Every one of these people have some kind of fucking mental disorder, between anxiety, depression, or whatever. Every single one. If they're going out of their way to try to make themselves look as ugly as possible just to trigger people. Like, it's part of the course. It's exactly like that meme where it shows the frog and about bright colors and warning signs and stuff like that. How like, oh, in nature, certain animals have bright colors to let you know, hey, stay the fuck away from me. Well, this is equivalent. They do many things. The fucking huge septum piercings, the multiple piercings in their faces. Like, they do so many things to tell you, hey, keep away from me. Again, because if you're doing this, we don't want to know you anyway. Like, we really want... If we were to talk to you, I guarantee you we'd be preached to the entire fucking time, saying how we're racist and homophobic and misogynistic and we're Nazis and white supremacists. And people want to enjoy their day. They don't want to have some fucking ugly-ass motherfucking cunt talk to them and tell them how they're the source of all evil in the world. And you know... But, like, purple... Well, in some frog species, purple means toxic. It's toxic. Meaning you want to stay away from them. And I don't even know what this is. Is this an old woman? They look like they're kind of like morphing in between young and old. I mean, it could be that they're young, but they may be going gray early. That's what liberalism does. You know, it grays you real fucking fast. Like, I call this the Betty Boop. I call this one the Joey. Again, if I see this, I'm not going to be, oh my God, I'm going to like, I'm gonna be giggling like a little fucking schoolgirl. And the fact that they think that they're sticking it to the man and they think they look good, like, what the fuck? And again, I was so hoping this person and this person were the same one. I thought I was so, but you know, you can kind of see exactly the same kinds of things that, you know, go on in the end. A fucking adult in overalls. Come on. But is liberalism a mental illness? Let's play yes and see. Just know you don't have to follow this page to do that. You don't have to follow our women. We get Sydney Sweeney, and then they get whatever the fuck this is. What's this now?
We can't take pain. If you guys want to take away abortion rights, if you want to tell us that we can't take painkillers while pregnant because it causes autism, if you want to take all this shit away, take away my right to work. Take away my fucking right to have a fucking job. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. Take away my right to work. I will gladly sit at home and make a fucking sandwich if it means I don't have to go outside in this public hellhole every single fucking day where everyone's a psycho MAGA.
She seems fun to be around, doesn't she? These strong, independent women. And I guarantee you she claims to be a strong, independent woman. And she's like, I'll take away my ability to work. And then you sit there and bitch and complain that men get paid more. Yeah, we actually appreciate when they clearly signal their mental illness, just like other toxic species do. Liberals watching you have a happy life. Shit like this is why I won. This is exactly why I won. Signals are primarily visual, using bright colors and high contrast patterns such as stripes. Yeah, you'll see like a lot of, like snakes, depending on a certain color and certain patterns, saying, hey, stay away from me. Frogs, spiders, anything that has venom, it's like, hey, stay away from me. Such as patterns, contrast patterns such as stripes. Warning signals are honest indications of noxious poison, because conspicuousness evolves in tandem with noxiousness. Thus, the brighter and more conspicuous the organism, the more toxic it usually is. And that's very true. Newsflash for any liberals: we don't get triggered. Please continue to get more and more ridiculous haircuts. We find it a great source of amusement. Antifa member catches fascist. Oh, no. Is that a little coyote? Apparently we have coyotes around here. I've never seen one, but apparently at the country house, the guy who lives down in the cabin, he's got like cameras and all that, and he saw a coyote. Apparently the coyotes killed one of my landlady's chickens, or a couple of them, but I didn't know we had coyotes here. And if they were, I would have expected them to be up at like Morrow Mountain, which Morrow Mountain's close, not close, but it's not too far away from here. But yeah, apparently we have coyotes. Aku eyes. Nature is amazing. No, we have a skunk around here. I mean, if I'm lucky enough, we also had this very gorgeous, it was like reversed. I'm sure you've seen like this kind, like the natural, just like mostly black and white, but this skunk was like all white with like a streak of black. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the most gorgeous skunk I've ever seen. But skunks, raccoons, I can go out there and just fucking chill. Like, I have the cat food out there, for the cats. But skunks, raccoons, possums, I'll just go out there and be like, hey. And they're like, porcupine, I don't think we have porcupines around here, but I know we have black widows. Apparently there was one right in the garage out there. But I love skunks. They're pretty chill. And because I have the cat food out there, a lot of the times I see families. So, like, I know there was one time where I went out there, it was a raccoon with, like, a couple baby raccoons. I actually rescued a baby skunk. It was hardcore raining outside. I was walking down to Dollar General, hardcore rain, and there was the pipe, going through, and it was hardcore rain, and the baby was, like, stuck in the water. Like, it was small, like incredibly small, and mama had gotten all the other babies out, but then this poor little baby skunk was in the water still trying to get out. So me being the animal lover I am, I just went over and just picked it up. I picked it up right in my hands, and I'm holding this little tiny baby skunk in my arms. It's just chilling. It's not scared. It's probably thankful that someone saved it, because the water was rising real fucking fast. As I said, it was pouring out, so the water was rising, and if I had not stepped in, it probably would have drowned. But I saw the mama skunk take the babies underneath the tree, and I'm holding the baby out, and the mama's like, I just kind of lower her down, let them, sniff the baby to see, show them it's theirs, and I just put them down on the ground. Skunk doesn't retaliate, doesn't hiss, it's more like, thank you, human, for saving my baby. When we skunks take over the world, we'll remember your kindness. But yeah, I got to hold a little baby skunk in my hand. I was like, oh my God, this is adorable. I specialize in haircuts that trigger MAGA snowflakes equals I suck at cutting hair, but pretend it on purpose. If by trigger they mean make us laugh, then yes, there's exactly. No one's going to be triggered by this. Like I said, I've seen haircuts like this. You know, it just because we're in North Carolina, guess what? North Carolina has blue cities, and not everyone in these towns vote or, you know, who vote are MAGA. I've seen Black Lives Matter shit around here. I've seen Hillary's shit around here. I've seen Kamala's shit around here. You know, I've seen those people with the fucking stupid haircuts, and I'm just like, so it. Should we pay for an expensive custom haircut or buy gold? It will help limit friendly fire during the Civil War. Yeah, that friendly fire. I'm all about friendly fire in games. I remember playing Halo. Was it Halo and Halo 2 with my friend when we were in high school? I can't help myself. I can't. You know, I'm standing right behind him, and it's just I can't. And it wasn't even friendly fire. I didn't shoot him. You know, it's Halo, so you can kind of with your fists and knock them out, or just kill them that way. But it's like, Biff. And he's like, John, can you stop doing that? He didn't like playing with me after that. Because we played for about an hour, and we didn't really even complete the main mission because I just kept killing him. You know? Everything has to be a performance. Look at me, look at me. Imagine creating a whole political movement centered around narcissism. I am triggered into laughing. Yeah. Trigger me to a uncontrollable laughter. A bout of uncontrollable, yep. Rich female celebrities with hair like this have a 125% chance of telling you how oppressed women are. What? Oh yeah, isn't that the freaking woman in Congress who wears like the big thick glasses and has got the purple hair? Is this supposed to make us angry or make us laugh? If it's to laugh, they've nailed it. I'm gonna look like an elf to spite some strangers. A mentally sound person. We're gonna need a bigger mental hospital. Literally no one cares. Cut off your nose to spite your face. It's funny, MAGA just has to wear a hat to trigger them. Yeah. Like, yeah, the haircut's not going to trigger people. The haircut's not going to trigger people. Again, we're going to see it, we're going to laugh. These people get triggered by hats. By American flags. You know? So, who are truly the pathetic ones here? People who get triggered by hats and t-shirts and American flags, or like the other side where they're gonna see these fucking ridiculous haircuts and they're gonna be like, okay. Anyway, but yeah, the state of barbarism here. Can I touch you? Can I touch you? I'm gonna. What are your pronouns? She they too. I'm so glad we exchanged those. And I'm gonna make them look ugly on purpose to trigger MAGA snowflakes. Okay there. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye.